Greetings, gang. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. So, y'all already know what time it is. Okay, so look, gang, I have a surprise. Do y'all want the surprise now? Or do you want the surprise before we hang up? Who said now? What's up, AV? What's up, Tiff? AV on here, patient ass. Talk about now. Who else is here? I see one now. Okay, being naturally me, your impatient ass. Talk about now. Holistic lifestyle said now. Okay, guess what? I'm not doing it now. Just because y'all want it now, I ain't doing it now. I'm going to do it after we get the first spread out. Okay? Okay. Yep. Okay, gang. I said I don't like being petty, but I'm gonna be petty. Look, it's a good surprise, Maya. Okay, so you already know I got a song for y'all, and y'all already know. Okay, so it's "Can't Take a Joke" by Drake. So I'm feeling like maybe okay, so in the song he says I be trying to laugh with the bros, but the ops that we know, but they can't take a joke because it's not one. So it's like maybe some of you guys are just like in a funny kind of mood. Like you just want to laugh, you want to have a good time. And I feel like you could be around people who are always extremely serious and anal and worried and stressful. And it's like you just want to have a good time, and there could be people around you that are just always serious. Now, on the other end of this, you could be making light of trials and tribulations you've had, or the people who have come up against you, and or you and someone you know, and you're making light of it. But your friend or your compadre or whatever is like, no, it's not funny because it's not a joke. So, there's just an energy of someone just being lighthearted and everybody else around them like, what the fuck is so funny? Okay. Okay, let's see. I don't even like the way that came out. Damn. Okay, cool. All right, so the first card you got out, HP, was the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Four Swords in the upright position. I feel like your mind is about to be put at rest. Something that wasn't a good opportunity. This could have been an opportunity to work with somebody, tribe up, click up, whatever, with someone. This decision to cut that out is about to bring more peace of mind to you. Two of Swords in reverse. So no more worrying, no more being in two minds about things. There's going to be some decisions that are just cut and dry and made, and it is what it is. But whatever it is that you're choosing not to work on at this time is actually going to be like the thing that brings you peace of mind, okay? So with the Two of Swords in reverse, it's like you're not stuck on a decision. All right, let's see, Spirit. What's this Three of Pentacles in reverse for the High Priestess? Sun in reverse. Sun is setting on whatever this little Three of Pentacles in reverse is. Three of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This is like you realize that something, maybe something you signed up for, something, it just ain't going nowhere, okay? And it could possibly bring more stress than it does happiness with the Sun in reverse. Could have been around a group of people who was stunting your growth. They didn't want to go nowhere. They didn't want to manifest nothing. Three of Wands in reverse. You was like, okay, I'm out of here. Wow. Yep. Knight of Wands in the upright. You like, I'm out of here. I got too much energy. I'm too optimistic about my future. I got too many things on my bucket list. Too much shit I'm trying to see in my life than to be sitting around in gloom and doom with these motherfuckers. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's not adding up. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, yo, I've been doing all the work. I've been planting the seeds. Something's not adding up. The Three of Pentacles in reverse is letting you know this is an external energy. This is your environment. Some of you guys are probably tired of a certain job or tired of a certain, situation with more than one person. And you just like, yo, this is not adding up. I'm not happy. I'm not getting with my worth here. I'm out. Yeah. Knight of Wands. All right, let's see. Yep. Wow. Wheel of Fortune in an upright position. So you not okay. So this could even be like someone not accepting you into something. Spirit said the only acceptance you need is there. So look, you still getting the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So don't get all doom and gloom about whatever it is you had to leave behind. If you had to leave a job, if you had to take a break from school, you had to do something so you could get your life back on track. You still gonna have a good outcome. The wheel is still about to turn in your favor. I think it's because you just been putting in the work. Whether it pans out or not, the work is not in vain. There's something better on the horizon here. I love you guys. Wow. Look. King of Pentacles in the upright position. You still about to get the bag. Maybe there have been some delays and some setbacks, but you still about to bounce back. You still gonna be on top. Okay? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let everything come out in the wash, okay? King of Swords in reverse. This is who you need to stay the fuck away from. I'm so sick of this person in this sword in reverse energy. Stay away from them. See, because this person ain't got nothing going for themselves. Their mind is warped. They are fucking tyrant. They're a narcissist or a sociopath. And they lie all the damn time. Now you showing up as the King of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. The Knight of Swords want to slither they sorry ass back in here in reverse with lies and diarrhea at the mouth and no good news in them. Don't even entertain this person's contentious spirit. They got a weak, contentious spirit. They don't even know how to make decisions. They don't even know how to make the right decisions. They don't even know how to think for themselves. Fuck them and fuck that. They probably part of this Three of Pentacles in reverse energy. Somebody you have to cut out because life's about to get good for you. And one thing Spirit ain't going to do is give you some good shit while you still in bullshit. You got to get from around stuff. And that's another thing with the energy transfers and the spiritually transmitted diseases. You be around motherfucker too long, you catch they stench. You start to smell like them, be like them, and then the opportunities they miss out on somehow start to rub off on your ass. Now you ain't got no inspiration. Now you don't want to do shit. Now you can't think clearly. Oh no, honey. We got too much accountability going. We've done too much work to even pay attention to these people, these types of motherfuckers. Oh no, and we can't even become that. Accountability. I told you last week what your responsibilities were. Spirit, what's this King of Swords in reverse? Broke. And I'm not talking about broke in finance, because you could be rich in finance and broke in spirit. This motherfucker broke both ways. Okay, Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. See? Just coming out reckless. They gonna come in with some reckless communication and try to break you because they broke. Don't let it happen. Ignore, ignore, block, and ignore. Send shit to voicemail. If it's a real call and it's a real opportunity, it's a real motherfucker, and they serious and they about their business, King of Pentacles in the upright, they gonna leave you a message. See, when motherfuckers know they ain't got nothing good to say, no good news, they ain't got nothing of value to talk about, they ain't gonna leave no message, King of Swords in reverse, because they really don't got nothing to say. They just bored. Their mind is idle. And the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So they get idle, their mind get demonic. And then they start thinking like, who can I bother? Who haven't I bothered in a long time? Let me see. Let me hit up HP. I refuse. And that's just how it go. Yep, some past energy, Six of Cups in reverse. We ain't even got time for this, man. We've been doing too much work. I'm telling you, this person just want to break you again. Six of Cups in reverse with the Three of Swords in the upright. That's all they want to do. They just messy. Okay, Spirit is really telling me this person got a messy spirit with the Knight of Swords in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. Very messy spirit about them. Their mind is warped. They don't even see reality. Their mind is one-dimensional. Okay, so even if you was to say something logical to them in the middle of an argument or in the middle of their argument, because you ain't about to argue with nobody, they wouldn't even understand what you're saying, because this person has to always be right. So it don't matter if you agreeing with them. Even if you agreeing with them, they gonna switch their stance real quick so it can still be opposing energy. Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay? No. And this that bullshit that people be on. Bottom of the deck, underlining energy for you, HP, is the World in the upright position. See, this is time for you to be in a celebratory energy, congratulating yourself for accomplishing and completing some old cycles. Now you stepping into the new. And you stepping into the new as the King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. This new cycle that you're going to be in, this new life you live in, as the King of Pentacles, it's going to take some work and some dedication and a good eye for detail and shit. But it's going to turn out good. All you got to do is stay working on it. Steadfast. Knight of Wands. Keep moving. Get shit done and keep moving. Don't make no announcements. Because with the Three of Wands in reverse, a lot of people make more announcements than they do showing up. You know? And this Knight of Swords and this King of Swords in reverse is stuck in death in reverse. They don't want nothing. They ain't trying to evolve. They ain't trying to change. They ain't trying to heal. Nothing. They stuck. It's some old outdated timeline. You've got the Star coming out in the upright position. So you could be shining in your own right, in your own arena, wherever you show up in the world. In your personal or interpersonal life, you could be shining in some type of way. People are going to start to gravitate towards you, but be careful with the Seven of Swords and the Star. This is an energy of someone knows you've been healing, because see, this person is always lurking. Always. The King of Swords and the Knight of Swords is always lurking and jumping to conclusions and coming to conclusions about things they don't even know the truth about. They have no real information or real insight. So this is a energy of like waiting to sabotage you on your healing journey. Now, some of you guys are used to self-sabotaging. You got to change that too. You know? Some of you guys need some type of assistance, whether it be government assistance, whatever. You're going to get it. Six of Pentacles in the upright position at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So you could be trying to get your life back together. You've been getting your life back together. And you probably be like, damn, every time I turn around it's something. Or it's just external bullshit, background noise that has nothing to do with where you going. Seven of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. See, this is why you got to get from around that Three of Pentacles in reverse energy. Like I said, people get away from people who just in la la land, lackadaisical, no inspiration, Ace of Wands in reverse, sitting up in some illusion, Seven of Cups in the upright position. So this Knight of Swords in reverse rushing to you, about to trip over their shoelaces, trip over their own feet. This is how they look. They look like a fucking clown. Telling you the truth. Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is a clown. This is somebody, I told you, even if you were saying some real shit, their mind is so boggled. Ace of Wands in reverse, they ain't even gonna be able to process your logic. So you'd be looking like a clown with them by joining the circus. If you know that you say something to somebody and then they say some off the wall stuff that they had nothing to do with what you said, that's someone that's trying to derail the conversation or communication in a way to paint themselves as the victim and get you off track with what you know and what you've experienced. Okay? Stay away from that. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups in the upright position. So things are going to start to get sweet. Nine of Cups in the upright position, Two of Cups in the upright position, with the Three of Cups in the upright position, finally. Fucking finally. Shit. So you had to leave that Three of Pentacles in reverse situation to find your true soul tribe, the people that will truly love you and pour back into you. Look at all these cups. Nine of Cups, you know how to fulfill yourself. Two of Cups, now people want to meet you where you at, the level of emotional availability that you are at. Three of Cups, this brings more love. This brings more connections. This brings more celebration into your life. You already had the World in the upright, and that talks about commemorating new memories, celebrating new cycles coming in. In the upright position, very successful cycles coming in. But as the King of Pentacles, there's work you're going to have to do. But if you do the work, look what's coming out. Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Stability, security, safety, the things that you need. Nine of Cups, cuz. Right after the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, you have the Six of Swords in the upright. I love when the Six of Swords comes out in the upright, because this is representing not only you getting through a hard time, but you being able to think clearly now. With the Two of Swords in reverse coming out at the top of your reading, like I said, there's going to be some decisions that are going to be made that clear up some space in your mind, so you won't have to be, stuck in that energy. This is like whatever is about to happen is going to give you some mental peace. Four of Swords, Six of Swords in the upright. Now the work is starting to pay off. Seven of Pentacles in the upright position. Yep. So, and Spirit is saying you got to get from around motherfuckers that ain't got no passion, no enthusiasm. It fucks up the church's money. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Get from around those people, because they love taking losses so they could be in woe is me, and then they want you to take a loss too. They don't want to lose alone. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Misery loves company. You got to get away from people with this broken spirit. And that brings me to a good point that I want to say to y'all. Now, we got this thing going on in society right now where everybody is telling all the strong spirits to be weak and be patient with motherfuckers who don't want to take accountability and take responsibility for healing themselves. And that shit pisses me off, because people be like, oh, well, you know that they went through this, they going through that, so just let them use you as an emotional punching bag. Let them project onto you. Well, who gonna be patient with the strong spirits then? Because if strong spirits is sitting down, shrinking themselves and not speaking up and not taking charge, Who gonna support the strong spirits? See, society wants everybody to be weak and sheep-like and blind and not thinking with critical thoughts and no logic and no spiritual and emotional intelligence. So everybody can be running around traumatizing each other. Somebody got to be the voice of reason. So everybody supposed to just sit around and not heal they and not take care of their mental health and not speak up about things like I'm telling you, and it's all over social media because they're deluded. Seven of Cups. People think that everybody's supposed to tiptoe around everybody's insecurities and traumas, and nobody's supposed to be strong spirits because that makes the weak spirits uncomfortable. Or the people who don't want to take accountability or responsibility for their healing. You, as a strong spirit, are going to be trying to be programmed into not speaking up about the right way to heal or what healing has worked for you or what you have learned through therapy or healing or spiritual counseling and shit like that. That's what they're going to try to make you do. That's why Three of Cups, strong spirits got to stick together. Because the world is being overtaken by demonic, weak spirits who don't want to do nothing but sit in sorrow all day and never change because being a victim gets you more attention than being healed. I'm telling you right the fuck now. Don't nobody want you talking to them about no accountability. Don't nobody want you talking to them about how it don't matter if somebody your twin flame or not. You still got to grow and heal and learn and live your life. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Don't nobody want to hear none of the shit we be on here talking about, HP. They don't. It's toxic to them. It's toxic for you to be in position to learn from experience and not go through the same cycles over again. World in the upright. Everybody right now want to get pandered to on some victim shit. It's very rare that you find people that want you to speak to the power in them. It's very rare you find that these days. Because people always want to throw some label on something to try to make you feel ashamed for standing in your power. The fuck is we here for then? Just to dwell in the shit? No, we here to fix shit and clean shit up. And we can't do that if we sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves all the time and running from anybody who speaks accountability and power and speaks power and life into you. I'm telling you. Okay, you got the Five of Swords coming out in reverse. Yeah. Get rid of all the mental conflict. Moon in reverse. Yeah. Somebody's about to heal some type of mental anguish they was under. Somebody had a lot of mental conflict beneath the surface. They realize it now. They about to come out of that. Somebody's coming out of some type of illusion. Somebody's mental health was declining. I feel like that's coming to an end. Okay, gang. So now let's talk about the surprise. We ain't done with the reading, but I told y'all I would do it after the first spread. So, all right, y'all ready for the surprise? Drop an evil eye in the comments or a crystal ball. Come on, gang. Pump me up. Gas me up, gang. All right. All right, gang. So, when we hang up tonight, if you guys want to see your own personal zodiac signs readings or your elemental readings, which is just like, fire, water, air, earth, I'm going to drop the link at the end of the reading to my new channel. Okay, I have another channel, gang, over on that channel, we're going to be doing more of like the individual signs, um, the elemental reads, things of that nature. Okay, so we got another channel where we can turn up on and learn more about ourselves and heal and talk shit and grow and have a good time. So, and here's the kicker, I already have all of you guys' zodiac sign readings up. It's already up. So when we hang up, I'm just drop the link and then you guys can go over there. All 12 zodiacs are up, so you can check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or your north node. And if you in the middle of some shadow work, you could check your south node. Okay? So yay! So all y'all signs are already up. And so we still gonna be rocking on this channel too, right? Like normal, like our normally planned schedule. And I'm still gonna do collectives over here. We still gonna do like, you know, the live readings where I pull for each zodiac. We still gonna do all of that over here. But I wanted to give us another outlet to where we can just tap into our own sign and, you know, kind of pick up on our own energy sometimes. So that was a little surprise. And okay, so let's get back to the reading. Thanks guys for your support. I love you guys. I was so excited today. Like I was getting everything already. Like I got up at like 4 o'clock this morning. I finished getting everything uploaded. And then I took a long ass nap and here we are now. So I was like cheesing over here. Okay, Spirit, what's the moon in reverse, please? And y'all the first ones I told about this new channel. I haven't told nobody. I just opened the channel up and launched it before we got on live. So y'all gonna be the first ones to get over there um tonight or whenever you get to it. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. In reverse, that's what the moon in reverse is. You are realizing what was slowing you down in your life, and now that you're realizing that, 8 of Wands in the upright position, it's like once you, it's, I'm hearing that like once, oh my god, this is so good for you. I'm hearing that like soon as you realize where you was could have been slowing yourself down in your life with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it could have just been like a lack of planning, a lack of strategic moves, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, just I really just feel like a lack of planning. And I feel an energy of you guys getting organized. Ashe, oh my god, this is so good for you guys. The Chariot in the upright, 8 of Wands in the upright with the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. So you did go through a phase where you were trying to like plan and maybe you didn't have all the pieces put together. Some of you guys are going to be real organized for success with the 8 of Wands in the upright and the Chariot. This is like moving forward and like fast, very positive energy, okay? And then the 8 of Pentacles shows you hands on, like learning your craft and getting everything lined up. Very significant how it's the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. And look what came out with it. Tower in reverse. So it's like the worst is behind you. You know, everything is clearing up. You know what I mean? Now that the tower has failed, you're able to build on a more stable foundation. 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. You're able to build better now. Now that whatever wasn't solid has fallen, you're able to build better. You're going to be coming across at this cycle HP as very detached. 4 of Cups. For some of you, you're just bored. Just keep it real. You just bored. You really ain't been doing too much. You probably just been in a house or whatever. But some of you guys need some type of outlet, some excitement. Like look in your area and see if they got something like a dollar movie where you could go see old releases for like $2 to $3 and stuff like that. I don't know if they still have that, but I know a few years back they had that in some cities. Maybe doing stuff like that. Like you guys, somebody needs a change of scenery with this Four of Cups. Like somebody just like kind of feels like they're tired of doing the same thing over and over. Knight of Cups in reverse too. Somebody could be tired of like meeting the same type of person. Like you could be hopeful about dating or getting back out there again, and you just kind of like, some of you guys, not all of you, but some of you guys have been kind of closed off to love because you like, I'm just tired of meeting the same types of people all the time. Well, you need to do a cut and clear in a spiritual bath so you can get that energy off your signature. So you can go out into the world and be more optimistic and excited about the future. Two of Wands in the upright position. Some of you will find your partner or your companion traveling. So this could also be with this Four of Cups, like just tired of like, oh, I see this same scenery every day. I drive this same route to work every day. You know, I go to this same brunch spot all the time. It's time to like start getting out. Like I know we're going into the fall, the colder months, but there's still like cool things you could do, like football games and pumpkin patches and I don't know, shit, but something. Like for me, I usually go to like the same stores in my neighborhood, like grocery shopping and stuff, or just to pick up little things. The other day, I went to I think it was, I can't remember what day, but I went to the Target away from my natural neighborhood, and I went to the Target in another neighborhood, and it was different stuff there. It was like different. It was like in a shopping center, so it was a plaza, so it was like just different little stores. It was like a Office Depot, a Ulta, like restaurants that I never had even seen. It was just so much. And I was like, oh my god, like I gotta start. And it was the same. It was like maybe three, not even 3 miles, like a quarter of a mile difference. Like it wasn't even that hard. So it was like, maybe start going to different stores, getting out of your comfort zone, doing stuff like pick maybe puzzles or word puzzles or journaling, just different things to open your mind up. Okay. You've got the Devil and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like some of you guys are realizing what type of addictions or unhealthy habits or patterns or what demons was in your life, or like what demons was on your back or what you was battling, and you walking away from this. Like these demonic holes like don't have the hold on you that they once were. You have more courage now. It takes a lot of courage for someone to just get up and walk away, or just get up and move, just get up and change the trajectory of their life because they know shit isn't working. And I feel like some of you guys are very brave at this time. Knight of Wands energy, very willing to just get out there and see something new and get away from this toxic energy. No matter how familiar and comfortable these toxic situations were, it's like you taking the steps to just walk away from those things. They don't make you feel whole anymore. They don't make you feel balanced. They don't make you feel, good. And you just like, yo, I don't care what it is. I'm walking away. Energy of just choosing you at this time, which is very healthy. Because some of you guys are breaking patterns of people pleasing and shrinking yourselves to keep the peace. But you also have to protect your peace. That's why I posted that earlier on my platforms today. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse is like no more, it's no more need to fight. Ace of Cups in the upright position. Love is the energy. Love is in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You've learned how to like self-soothe and to self-heal. Emperor in the upright, you're more in control, you know? Girl, shut up. I'll be so glad when November is over and all these voting ads quit popping up because they are so obnoxious and some of them you can't even skip. It's like, I don't want to hear this. I hear y'all slander this lady. Y'all all birds of the same feather. I don't care about what so and so did. Okay? I ain't with the politics and shit. But anyway, Page of Wands in the upright position. And as you are in control more, you just feel like ready. You just, I'm ready to go right now. Like you ready to go. Look at you, Page of Wands and the Emperor. It's like, yo, I'm back. I just feel somebody like feeling strong again, you know? And this is giving you the energy to just like conquer new territory. And this is not to say you have to move or move far away. Like I said, it could just be small changes, changes in your scenery. Ah, Queen of Cups in the upright position at the bottom of the deck. I feel like love is going to be returning to your heart. Like you, even if it doesn't have anything to do with anyone else, you're just going to start to feel like, you know, more whole and loving. Very nurturing vibe. So I feel like if anyone's close to you or around you, it's going to be very warm vibes with you guys. Like laughter and, you know. Mm, this is tricky. Okay. Okay, so look. You've got the Five of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay? It's like an energy here where there's going to be some type of peace restored in your life, and you're not going to have to always feel so guarded. And you're not going to always be reflecting back to the past and feeling like you've lost things, okay? Four of Pentacles in the upright. I feel like this is something you want to hold on to. I feel like somebody feels good when they don't have to be so guarded and they're not in a doom and gloom attitude. They want to hold on to that feeling, you know? And I feel like that's what you guys are going to be coming into these cycles where it's going to start to feel good and you're going to want to hold on to that good feeling. Six of Wands in the upright position at the bottom of the deck. You will hold on to this feeling. And you will be surrounded around other motherfuckers that holding on to that feeling too. This is a time to nurture each other, root each other, champion each other, all the good things. Because Ten of Swords in the upright, the pain and the sorrow and the contentious energy is dead now. All the people, and this happens. All the people who have stabbed you in your back, betrayed you, counted you out, thought you was down for the count, did was was like evil lying secretly, watching and blah blah blah. You emerge, Six of Wands. You come back. Everybody thought you was dead. That's what they thought. Huh. Spirit says she begs to differ. You've got the Six of Wands in an upright position. You arise victoriously from all the bullshit, judgment in the upright. This energy here is literally like the phoenix rising. Ten of Swords, Six of Wands to the judgment. Money gonna be all right. You know, I want you guys to work on being more present, okay? Because that's where you're gonna find the gems. That's where you're gonna find the candid moments. Work on being more present, okay? Yeah, Hermit in the upright. Work on being more present, okay? Because High Priestess in reverse. When you're not present, HP, yo, it throws you off. It throws your intuition off. When you too stressed and you too worried about blah blah blah. Spirit is saying with the Hermit and the High Priestess in reverse to be more present, be within your breaths, you know, be still within all these changes, and you can be still and change at the same time. You know, calculated moves. When you don't allow yourself to be quiet, if you don't allow yourself to go into hermit mode, see, and if you, and I got a lot of healers that fuck with me on my channel. Um, when you don't allow yourself to go into hermit mode frequently, and you don't cleanse and detach, you start to be the HP in reverse, because now everybody else voices and needs and thoughts and spirits and all this shit is on you, and you are too clouded to where you can't pick up on your own. So with the Hermit and the High Priestess in reverse, Spirit is like, hey, I need you to be checking in regularly with yourself and your own rhythm. I need you to be sifting through the thoughts and the desires and the wants and the clairaudient and the clairvoyant and sentient shit that you picking up from all around you. I need you to detach from that so you can pick up on what you need. Because one thing I've learned on my journey is that even if you're not trying to tap into other people's energy, they're trying to tap into yours. As a high priestess, you have to understand that sometimes people will try to send telepathic messages to you to make you respond to them in real time. People will send guilt trips to you to make you feel like you're not using your spirituality in a way that helps them or hears them out. You have to tune that out, because there's a need for you to hear your own. And there's a lot of people who don't believe in spirituality that watch spiritual content. There's a lot of people who don't believe in clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, whatever. They don't believe in that shit, but they watch it. They surround themselves around it. So when you tell these types of people, yo, I sometimes I just go in a hermit mode so I can heal and hear my own self, they're not gonna believe you. They gonna think that's some like hoity-toity bullshit. They gonna be like, they might even try to like mind fuck you up out of that. Like, oh my God, please. If you was really spiritual, you would never have to detach. You would always be on 24/7. You would always be able to tap into everybody else and still keep your sanity. You got to stay away from people like that. They energy vampires, and they don't even really believe in spiritual shit. They just entertained by it. They're going to understand the magnitude of your gifts and what you can pick up on and see and feel and hear. And that's not your problem. Okay? So Spirit is telling you with the Hermit and the Upright and the High Priestess in reverse, you got to balance out your shit. I'm also hearing too that someone is very concerned with your Akashic records. What's up, MS? They want to know like what you know, how you know the things you know. Hierophant in reverse. They want to know like what gave you your enlightenment. Hierophant in reverse. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Never let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Right, real shit. So you got like a fake spiritualist here with the Hierophant in reverse. That's wondering how your crown chakra is illuminated in the way that it is. But you can't trust the Hierophant in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands in the upright position with the Seven of Pentacles again. Look at this card. It loves you tonight. Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. It's like some of y'all just working on your home. Like on some real shit. You just trying to make sure your home is peaceful, spiritually clean. You know, you got all the things you need. Most of the things you want. You know, you just really taking stock. I see somebody like looking in their pantry like, yo, I need to grab this. I need to grab that. I just see somebody like, or thinking like, oh, the couch would look nice with like some different throw pillows. Like, I don't know. I just see somebody really like looking at their environment and thinking of ways they can like make it better. And it's like, it's the perfect season to do that. Get to, go to Ross, go to Five Below, go to all the little cool stores, get new throw blankets, fall colors and new tablecloths, just little stuff. You don't gotta break the bank. But somebody is just really thinking of ways that they could make their home feel more welcoming and more open and clear. Bottom of the deck is the Magician in reverse. Let's clarify this. Hold up. Because I don't really feel like the Magician in reverse is you, High Priestess. Not because gang, but because I feel like we talk too much here about like you getting your tools together, you doing the things you have to do. So I'm literally being like told that that's not your energy. That's why I want to clarify it. Bottom of the clarification deck is the devil with Magician in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse though. So like this is like some of that same old demonic energy wanting to get in, but it's not working. Magician in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see. What's the devil and the magician, please, Spirit? Hangman. This is somebody wicked ass thoughts too. You know? Didn't I say something about that earlier? So somebody got like a bad mind. With the magician, I asked Spirit what the magician in reverse and the devil was. It's the hangman. So somebody is just like fixated at this point. That's their energy though. That's not your energy. Your energy is the Ten of Cups in the upright position. What's up, Mama Lord? Well, this somebody else bad mind energy. With the Eight of Pentacles coming out in reverse with it, it's like it's not working. Maybe it used to. Maybe they prayed to demonic entities to make these things work, but it's not. You're still gonna be happy. Ten of Cups in the upright position. I see an energy with that Knight of Swords in reverse, and that King of Swords in reverse. Somebody just rushing back in to get something that they don't even want. Okay, that they don't even deserve, but the King of Swords in reverse, ego is bruised. So then they revert back to what? The Knight of Swords in reverse. So since their ego is bruised, they have to go at things recklessly. Bad mind energy, Hierophant in reverse, Magician in reverse. So then they just resort to like whatever tactics they could use. Psychic attacks, spiritual attacks, going to false priests and priestess with the Hierophant in reverse. Oh, and we had the High Priestess in reverse earlier too. Yeah. I just feel like somebody has too much time on their hands. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse energy here. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. Too much time on their hands. They need to be fucking learning themselves. But they too busy spying on everybody else. They too busy lurking. Trying to pry and get into people's pages. Trying to pry in and send messages that don't need to be sent. Knight of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. This is a motherfucker that think they know everybody better than everybody know themselves, and they don't even know themselves. The Page of Swords in reverse doesn't know themselves. Okay, so they tend to speak foolishly and without regard, and they tend to not think before speaking. You know, they assume a lot. They'll like see you eating an apple, like all you ever eat is green apples. You could have just came out the house from eating a fucking red apple. But this is someone who doesn't take the time to know someone. They just shoot from the hip and always like assuming instead of learning. This person sees your Ten of Cups and doesn't even know how you got there, but they want it. See, you got to be careful when coveting. And with the moon energy, motherfuckers covet on the low all the time. Well, you got to be careful in that covetous ass energy, because you'll be wanting the motherfucker life and then gotta give your ass their problems too. I'm telling you. You be wanting a motherfucker relationship so bad, you get the nigga and he run your ass crazy, or you get the lifestyle that you thought a motherfucker wanted that someone else had, and then you pick up on their problems too. You sit in this energy with this devil and this bad mind, fucking Hangman and Page of Swords in reverse. You sit in that kind of bad mind energy for too long while you watching somebody else's life. You don't know what trials and tribulations they had to go through to get to this Ten of Cups in their life. But see, when you in Page of Swords in reverse, you just assume and you bad mind, like I said earlier. So they just think their assumptions is life. You cover the motherfucker too long, you start to get they traumas too. You sit up and evil eye a person too long and think about, oh, da 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 da, and be judging them and all this shit, then your ass will be going through the same shit they went through. You won't know what hit you because it wasn't even for you, but you wanted it so bad, so you got it. So you don't ever covet or want to be like nobody. None of that. And people, when people think of evil eye, they just think of somebody that looking at you that hates you. No, evil eye is somebody looking at you in envy, disgust, wishing they had your life, wishing they was you, wishing they had your partner, when all they really want is your happiness. Like motherfuckers, a evil eye come in many ways. I remember in one of these texts, I forget the prophet's name, but he was saying like that's why you really shouldn't post your kids and your family and your food and all kinds of shit on social media. But it was more in like a past tense, but I'm just modernizing it for the message, because people will look at shit like that, and it is weird because see, when you evil eye, you already got a bad mind, right? This demonic mind here with the hangman and the devil. You automatically look at everything as competition. Everyone is competition. Everyone's blessings as they should have been yours. And that shit starts to create a very toxic energy around you, within you. Can't be happy for nobody. Page of Cups in reverse with the Ten of Wands in the upright. I just feel like somebody wants to say something to you that'll make you feel heavy. You know what I mean? Or like, you know. I also feel too with this Page of Cups in reverse and this Ten of Wands in the upright. Be mindful of someone who hits you up acting like they all happy, and then as soon as you open up, they just throw all their burdens on you. Okay? And for all my healers that are watching this reading, this happens to you a lot. Okay? So the Spirit is telling me this happens to you a lot. King of Cups in the upright, you just look like maybe like a safe space, or you look emotionally strong. So it's going to be hard for you sometimes with this Ten of Wands and this Page of Cups, because even if you are speaking out about like maybe some traumatic experiences you've had, some abuse, some losses you going through, it's almost like with this Ten of Wands here, people ain't going to believe you. And that's fucked up, but I got to tell you the truth. People ain't going to believe you. Because as this Ten of Wands energy here, you just look like you can carry a load. That's what you look like. Page of Cups in reverse. This is not even genuine messages. This is not even genuine communication. Okay? Uh Concern for you, Queen of Swords in reverse. Don't allow this to make you bitter. Yeah. Nine of Swords in reverse too. Don't allow this to make you bitter. Cause it could fuck around and almost make you bitter. But you a strong spirit, HP. And so I already know you're not gonna allow this Queen of Wands in the upright. You're gonna use it as fuel and as a way to empower and grow and make shit happen. But you could just be seen as a conduit or a sounding board. Queen of Swords in reverse lets me know that, and if you know tarot, you know the Queen of Swords already. In reverse, this is like, oh, I've been through a lot. I'm hurt. I'm angry. I'm jaded. I'm pissed. Like, I just feel used and abused. I've lost everybody that I love. I've lost all the things that I've loved. You know what I'm saying? But with the Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like this thought frame is like changing for you. But with the Ten of Wands and the Page of Cups in reverse, it's like you have to set healthy boundaries with your emotion and shit like that. And as fucked up as it sounds, you won't be able to unload your burdens on as many people that may be able to unload their burdens onto you. Now you look strong enough to carry a load here, but that don't mean you should have to, you know? And that's some real shit. Your main objective in this cycle is the Ten of Cups. You already had at the 9 and you just evolved to the 10. So it's like once you get that emotional fulfillment within Hermit energy that only you can give you, then Ten of Cups arises and you can give it to the other people around you. Your family, your interpersonal relationships, your children, you know, your tribe. But with this page of cups in reverse too, this Ten of Wands is like somebody just like to somebody's just like goofy. I don't know how else to say it. Somebody just like goofy, like they like having burdens. Like this is like their pastime to create unstable communication or to create like emotional burden for people. Maybe through lack of communication with the Page of Cups in reverse. This is a burden. This is like pulling teeth to get answers or communication out of someone. That's ridiculous, you know? Queen of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Like this is some shit you shouldn't even have to worry about. But this is how someone has power. Page of Cups in reverse with the Ten of Wands. By being hard to communicate with. By being hard to deal with, you know? By reverting back to like childish behavior. Some people like doing that. You have to understand that that's some people's love language. Whether it be a romantic, family, friendship, whatever. Some people's love language is, yo, I'm about to create some type of weird vibe around communication because that's how I feel powerful. It's weird. Some people like to do that. You know? And you'd be thinking it's bigger than what it is. Page of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands. You more worried about they shit than they are. So you got to be mindful of that. All right, let's see, gang. Justice in reverse. What is this, Spirit? Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Temperance. Woo. I feel like there's a situation where you were being shortchanged unfairly with the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice in reverse. There's about to be like some balance brought into the situation, but it could almost be miraculous or like some spiritual shit. Yeah. This King of Wands could be the one in the middle. This King of Wands in reverse could be the one in the middle of like the injustice or you being shortchanged. Somebody like just moves off of ego. Very, very touchy person. Two lovers in the upright position. Whatever was delayed here with the justice in reverse and the page of pentacles in reverse, with the temperance in the upright and the lovers in the upright, there will be balance brought to the situation. You might be made whole, or you might be able to alchemize the situation to make it work, regardless if someone is trying to stand in the middle of you and your justice or things going your way. All right, I'm being told to move on. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands in the upright. And you know what? I'm also hearing too, for some of you guys, y'all need like an outlet. Especially if you like a healer by profession or some shit like that. You need an outlet with that HP energy in reverse and the Hierophant. You need something that's just for you. Okay? Like maybe you need to have friends that don't know you read tarot or don't know you're a healer or don't, like maybe you need, because like you ain't gonna be able to go to the people who look to you for healing. You're not gonna be able to do that. And I know that's like fucked up. You probably like, oh, but I'll be there for them. They're not gonna be able to be there for you in the same capacity, because that's not the tone. That's not the tone that was set. So you might have to, with that Three of Cups and that Three of Pentacles in reverse, you might have to go outside your norm. You know what I'm saying? And then, with all this ugly energy floating around the so-called spiritual community, you have people that will want to get into your Akashic records, want to get into your spiritual energy just to like find your flaws or your weaknesses, or to be able to talk about it like they know it or some shit like that. So, you know, you really got to be mindful. And then with the Hierophant in reverse too, I noticed a pattern for years now. Why do it seem like the women in the so-called spiritual community is like always at each other's throats with like ugly competitive energy, ugly doppelganger energy, ugly, just like ugly energy? Why is it? Why is they all like at each other's throats, talking about each other's shit? Like that shit is so crazy to me. You know? I don't really follow too many spiritual men, and the ones that I do follow, they never be talking about as much drama as the women do. I be like, damn. It's like women get in this spiritual shit and get ruthless. They'll put themselves into position to try to steal your business, your craft, your everything you already been working on. High Priestess in reverse. It's like, what the fuck? And one time, I had posted a tweet. I can't remember how long ago it was, but I posted it on my Instagram, and I asked everybody, like, I asked the men, I was like, do y'all be going through the same amount of drama as the women? Some of them said yes, some of them said no. But It's a crazy, like, large amount of women that just be throwing magic back and forth at each other, like, for no reason. Then you got those men that like to challenge women or dominate them. They be throwing magic at your ass too. I just be like wondering, like, what is it all for? Shit always ends up fucked up in the end. Always. All the time. Motherfuckers get to clicking up and da 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 da. Then somebody mad because somebody seem more powerful than them, or somebody getting more attention than them, or they been doing divination on you and they see your light. Now they want to challenge you. It's like it's all kind of little weirdo ass shit. And I be thinking, like, if only the men knew what the women be going through, they'd be like, damn. And see, that's another spiritual attack right there. They try to remove the divine masculine, or the high priest, I like to call him, out of the home, away from the divine, the high priestess. They try to separate us to conquer it, divide and conquer. And when I say they, I'm not talking about, uh, I'm talking about the shadow government when I say they. They try to, like, separate us and have us at odds all the time, and arguing and tripping over dumb shit, over dinners and trips and shit. Motherfuckers supposed to be building communities. And then you got a lot of succubus ass bitches out here that only want men that are already taken or connected. Because, see, not this succubus on a spiritual level, but a succubus on this 3D level, all they care about is, like, winning. If they could conquer another female's territory, another woman's territory, that's all they care about. And then some of them self-esteem is so low, they want to be a side chick or whatever, because they feel like they don't have the capacity to hold a man's attention too long. So they lower their worth in the same aspect, hurt another sister or another woman. So it's a lot of shit out here that motherfuckers be throwing magic for. You be surprised. You know? You could just took a cute selfie. Now a bitch think you coming for her spot. Like, it be weirdo ass shit that I've seen a long time, years, gang. I've seen a lot of weirdo ass shit. And I just be sitting there thinking, like, is it all worth it? It don't even be worth it in the end. And we in a timeline where magic and spirituality is the trend is over, but some people don't know the trend is over. Okay? And so they just, like, still doing, like, reckless things. You know? They doing a lot of reckless shit. All right, let's get y'all going. People find, like, power in, like, the dumbest shit. They find power in misconception. They find power in assumption. They find power in jumping to conclusions. They find power in unjust judgment. Like, people feel power in coveting. People feel power, Page of Swords in reverse, stalking, lurking. They always feel like, since nobody can physically see them, that gives them some power. But it actually weakens their spirit. That's why I be telling y'all to be careful who you bring home and shit off the internet, who you linking up with on the internet, who you being friends with on the internet, all that shit is real. You know what I mean? You got to be mindful. Because motherfuckers nowadays just follow people for the wrong reasons. I see it a lot. That's why I have my block list is crazy. I've deleted so many accounts off my followers list. Like, I realized that, like, it don't even matter about the amount of people that's following you. Who's true, who's loyal, who's supportive, who's there in the clutch, like, who's real. Like, all that shit. So a weak spirit gonna be like, yeah, I could see them and I could do this and I could da, but they don't see me doing it. Motherfucker, yes, I do. Yes, we do. Do you know that I can see you? Wise words of Cat Williams. And those be the motherfuckers that don't believe in spirituality. They don't believe in spirituality. You got book knowledge in the upright position. See? You can see. All right, let's read this. Y'all know I love when we get into the oracle cards. They're so my favorite. Okay. This card says, keep what you know to yourself for the moment. Your knowledge in this matter will take you far. You know more than those who oppose you on this. Share your passion for knowledge with others. Read more esoterically themed books. Wow. Okay, so like, yeah. See, getting a high priestess in reverse too. And then I forgot to get on y'all because I was, whatever. But that high priestess in reverse can mean you be talking too much, telling too much of what you know. I know you get excited. You want to show everything. You want to show your progress. You want to show others that you feel like is on the same page as you, what you know. But no. And you got to have your own manifesto, your own book of shadows, your own book of spirit or whatever, so you can get a lot of shit noted and down and out of your head. Feel like you just gotta say something, write that shit down in your book. But now is not the time. Like, I know information is supposed to be free and the informational highway and all that shit, but some shit gotta be sacred. Some shit you gotta keep to yourself, because that's why all you got all these magicians in reverse running around right now. Just doing shit. Just doing stupid shit. And like, I got a TikTok, but I don't really be posting on there. I probably like 6 posts. But them motherfuckers be on there acting wild. They be telling you how to bind a motherfucker to you using blood and all kind of shit. And I know this shit is real. Like, I ain't saying this shit is far-fetched. But I just feel like you put the wrong magic into the hands of the wrong magician, and they'll create some chaos. And just sit back and watch everything fucking burn. That's why it's called occult knowledge, because it's hidden. It's passed down through, ones who are responsible enough to have it. But that ain't my business. It's my business, but it ain't my business. Bottom of the deck, you got runes in the upright. Perception. See? Perception shift with the hangman that came out for you earlier. In reverse, remember? And then it came out for the opposing energy in the other tarot deck, the after tarot. So it's a lot of perception here. And see, perception is a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you why. I already told you why, but I'm gonna say it again, because say, like, let me see. I don't even know. I don't even got no damn example right now. But perception is a motherfucker, because you can see something one way and really, okay, so look, you ever seen a movie, right? And who used to do these types of movies? It don't even matter. Okay, it do matter. Uh, what's that dude name? Quentin Tarantino, right? You remember in that one movie with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson? How can I not remember the name of this movie right now? But anyway, you know how like it's always like a scene going on. And then they do the little flashbacks, and then you see in that scene something that was going on in another scene behind that scene, like in the background, literally, like at a cafe, and something is happening, like in the scene. Pulp Fiction, yeah, thank you, Pulp Fiction, yeah, like it's stuff like that. So a person could see something going on and not really know what's going on, but they're going to tell the story based on their perception. They're going to react to situations based on their perception as opposed to gaining the knowledge or asking the right questions or having the uncomfortable conversations. Now, with the rune energy and perception, it's like when you get into your divination and shit, you start to see shit different. When you get into like a certain spiritual level, you start to see shit different. That's why you'll be looked at as like a contradiction sometimes. Because people will see what you used to believe and what you know now, and they'll try to like hold you to the fire for that. But your perception shifts as you evolve as a spirit. And the stronger you get as a spirit, the stronger your perception will be. Not that you're going to be boxing situations into it can only have happened like this. But with the runes, it's going to be like, yo, it could have turned out like this because of, like your perception is going to be strengthened. All right, let's read this one real quick. And see, this is the tricky thing. But hold on, let me read this real quick. Don't be so quick to judge. See the situation from all angles. There's a lesson to be learned. Understand someone else's point of view. You are acting unreasonably. Study runes for spiritual growth and understanding. So yeah, it's like don't be so quick to judge based on surface level things. And that's what I was saying earlier with that page of swords in reverse. Like this is the type of person that'll see things from like a surface level, and make decisions based on that because they're afraid to dive deep. They're afraid to have the uncomfortable conversations. Moon in reverse, they're afraid for things to really come to the surface. So judging feels more comfortable for these types of people as opposed to learning. You know what I'm saying? And this shit said is still lessons to be learned. That's why I said the page of swords in reverse don't really know theyself. They don't really know nothing, but they're making assumptions and judgments based off of faulty information. You could have went to the damn store to pick up something for your grandma. Somebody looking at the shit in your cart and sizing you up. They don't even know your grandma waiting in the car. She didn't feel like walking. It was hot. And you just run in and grab the things for her. They making assumptions off of you of what's in your cart. They should have been looking in their own cart, first of all. And then another thing. I can't stand when I'm at the counter and I'm putting my card in or I'm doing my transaction and the person behind me in line is standing way too close or standing off to the side like they can't wait for me to finish my transaction. I don't like that. Still keep the six whatever rule because you ain't this ain't a co-payment. So we don't need to be in line. Get your ass behind me and give me room. Okay? Because you ain't about to be looking at me putting my PIN number in and I get out in the parking lot and then we got to fight. Like stupid shit. But I just had to breathe on that because I cannot stand that. I cannot stand when I'm at the counter doing my transaction and the person behind me be like all up in line with me like we there together. We did not come here together, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to back off. I was at the post office. I had to tell a lady that. I was like, you need to back up. She was like, well, I was like, well, nothing. You next. Shit. You standing up on my ass ain't gonna make me or the post office worker go any faster. Okay, I had to vent, gang. I had to vent. But shit, back off. I cannot stand that. All right. Card flew. You got thunder and lightning power. Ooh. Let's see. Y'all ain't got this card since like 2020. Okay, it says seeing lightning or dreaming about it also denotes an opportunity to express and cleanse yourself of any deep-seated anger you hold. Lightning is a buildup of energy seeking release. Hearing distant thunder indicates that there is still time to manage a potentially difficult situation. Wow. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Deep seated anger you hold. Some of y'all got some stuff built up. You know, you got to get it out. Yeah. It says, hearing distant thunder indicates that there is still time to manage a potentially difficult situation. That tower in reverse. Because on the tower card, lightning and thunder is hitting the tower, which is making it fall. And then what? That leaves room to rebuild on a more stable foundation. So with this thunder and lightning and power, this could just be cycles you have ended, you know, or cycles that you're able to clean up and fix. Yep. All right. Okay. All right, gang. We had our 90 minutes. I'm about to go use the bathroom. I will be right back. phone for like 10 minutes. Oh shit. I'm back, gang. I forgot I had some beans cooking slow on the stove. I was like, oh shit, let me go check my beans real quick. They was tender. They was pretty good. I added a little more onion powder and stuff, and but shit, they was good. All right, so let's go. Oh, I know what deck I wanted to use. And I got some jasmine rice in there, so um, I'm gonna pair it with that. You know, something like I had made my last box of cornbread the other day. I knew I should have got another one because that would have been good, but it's still gonna be good. And it's getting kind of chilly out here right now, so I know I'm gonna knock out after that. Okay, gang. Thank y'all for being so cool. We be out here for hours sometimes. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Tiff. All right. Oh, you got prosperity coming out. Let's read this. Yeah, we be chilling. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Okay. This card says, "You what? Excuse me. What you have wished for will flourish into fruition. You are rewarded for your hard work." Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. If you go back to the beginning of the reading, we was talking about this. Okay. It says, "Don't give up. For success is just around the corner. Your positive attitude and gratitude leads to good fortune. Prosperous circumstances surround you. You reap what you sow." Seven of Pentacles is literally you reap what you sow. And I told y'all when it kept coming out, I was like, damn, this card love y'all tonight. Eight of Pentacles. That's why Spirit is like, yo, just keep doing the work, even through the delays, even through the frustration, whatever. Just keep doing the work. It's gonna pay off. Wheel of Fortune was at the top of your reading with the world in the upright position. Both of them. This is literally confirmation. Shit. Okay. Let's get another one, gang. Wow, you guys got Wiccan Reed Ethos. So this is a powerful card because earlier we were talking about how people get their power and use it for bad. Okay. This card says, "Raise your standards, adopt some ethics, understand the importance of the threefold law and principle of cause and effect. Live by the Wiccan Reed. It will change your view of the world. Your situation is a result of past actions. Open your heart and trust. Now, you don't have to live by the Wiccan read or whatever. This card is basically saying have spiritual integrity. This card is also making you aware that some of the trials and tribulations that you have went through could have been caused an effect of some of the things that you have done in a past life or in this life, because none of us are perfect. The moment you accept accountability for those things, you'll start to see that prosperity. But this is spiritual integrity. Don't You don't want to try to like take nobody's free will to make them be with you, or to make them hurt just because they don't want to be friends with you, or to make them lose just because you feel like they winning and you not. Like, this is talking about spiritual integrity and spiritual ethics, and as a high priestess, that's one of your responsibilities. This card says do harm to none. Like, some people don't realize that they can have everything they want without harming or hurting someone else. These people operate in desperation. They have no spiritual integrity. You know, don't become like them. Wow, what the fuck I just said? High priestess, high priest comes out. Responsibility. I just told you. You have a responsibility. Altar in the upright. Dedication. Your journey ain't gonna make sense to other people, okay? It's not supposed to. They ain't you, and you aren't them. No matter how fucking similar and synonymous motherfuckers want to be with you, y'all are not the same person. Y'all are not the same. Y'all don't got the same spiritual makeup or the same physical makeup. And motherfuckers got to get out of this la la land and accept differences. Motherfuckers is not the same. You got different responsibilities than other people. I've been telling y'all for like 5 years now, as a high priestess and a high priestess, just certain things you ain't going to be able to do. That's where your spiritual integrity kicks in. You got too much on the line. You got too much to gain, and you ain't got shit. You ain't got time to lose. Okay, let's read this. This card says, face your responsibilities. Never use your power on a whim. Be careful what you wish for. Own up. Turn to your priestess or priest for assistance if you are in a soul group. Your calling may be to become a priestess or priest. Yeah. Like I said, you might need some type of spiritual outlet for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you got a responsibility to uphold your spiritual ethics no matter what's going on around you. You got the boundaries card coming out after this in reverse. Let's read this. This card says, you are being diverted from your path. Focus on what is truly important. Honor your beliefs and yourself. Don't give in to the superficial demands of others. Set clear boundaries. You would benefit from energy healing. Yeah. Set clear boundaries, because I'm telling you, when you on a different spiritual journey than other people, they find power in getting you to lower your boundaries for them, getting you to deviate off your path for them. You know, this would be a motherfucker that know you got a job interview at 1:30, and they'll come over at 11 unannounced and talk you to death until it's 30 minutes before you supposed to leave, and you still got to get ready. You got to set boundaries with shit like that. Don't allow people to overstep their boundaries with you. People that love you gonna respect your boundaries, and you gonna run into people with these boundaries in reverse that's gonna say to you, they ain't gonna say it to you verbally, but they gonna say it to you telepathically and emotionally. They gonna say it to you like, well, if I can't cross your boundaries and I can't have seniority within your boundaries, then I ain't gonna fuck with you at all. I'm telling you the truth. As you evolve and as you become a stronger spirit, your boundaries gonna come stronger. Your boundaries are gonna evolve too, in an effort to protect your peace. And there's gonna be motherfuckers in your life that you thought was cool when you was on your people pleasing journey. And then when you step out of that and step into self, Lady Goddess in the upright, the feminine, and stop allowing people to penetrate you, your boundaries whenever they want, people are really going to say that to themselves or to you, and you're going to pick up on it. Like, oh, since I set a boundary, you just not going to fuck with me at all. That's fine. It's actually protection with the magical circle in the upright and protection here. So you're going to see as you grow and evolve and how your boundaries grow and evolve, people ain't going to fuck with you on the strength that you've learned more about yourself and your responsibilities. And now they can't just overstep no more. They can't just dump no more. They can't swindle you. They can't emotionally manipulate you about your boundaries or out of your space. I went through a cycle in my own journey where my boundaries got stronger as I became a stronger spirit. And it seemed like, and they weren't even harsh boundaries I set up. It was just like, yo, don't call me at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yo, like, don't pop up at my house whenever you want. Like, don't, just healthy boundaries that I had to set in place so I could heal. Motherfuckers was just like, well, they just fell off because they didn't even like me setting a boundary. And that happens when you dealing with weak spirits that don't evolve, because they're going to see any new boundary that you set as a threat. I'm telling you. Some people don't believe in evolution or growing as a spirit. They think you're just supposed to be one way. Or they think you're not supposed to have no boundaries set in place for them. And those be the ones you got to worry about. Because those be the ones that'll bring drama, magic, baneful energy to your front door because you set a boundary that they wasn't comfortable with you setting, because it didn't grant them the type of access and pull on you that they would have wanted. Lady Goddess says, acknowledge your femininity. Rebirth the goddess within. Wear long flowing robes or dresses. Dance, sing, paint, or draw. Allow your creative juices to flow. Be gentle with yourself and more receptive to others. You got to protect your feminine energy. Femininity is under attack right now by an old, outdated patriarch system that has now evolved within true divine femininity. And this low level of patriarchy says, I could be a better woman than you. Let me take whatever receptive energy you have and use it. You have to protect that because you are a receiver. You are a conduit. But you can't be a vessel for everybody. And that's why you got to have these boundaries set in place. All right? It's Next card we got was Magic Circle Protection. Let's read this. Improve your protection. Intense focus and intention are needed when concentrating on protection. Keep thoughts and ideas to yourself. Again, do not trust simply on face value. Learn and practice through protection techniques. You are protected from all harm. Yeah. So, in another sense, though, I feel like a lot of you have upped your protection. And since you've upped your protection, you will be able to flourish. You know, there was a time when your protection was weak and other things were able to penetrate your space, but not anymore. You've got fulfillment coming out in the upright chalice. Now it's time to drink from your own cup. Spirit is also encouraging you at this time, spell manifestation in the upright. We were talking about last week about how you guys needed throughout this fall to be working on your manifestation so that in the winter time and into the spring you will be able to harvest or hibernate if need be, hermit in the upright earlier. Okay, let's read this. Your search is a form of procrastination. Be open to spirit and follow your intuition. You are nearly there. Don't quit. Something that has been missing will turn up. You will receive an unexpected visitor. Work with the element of water. Check in with your emotions. Drink more water. Yeah, that's that energy check in you need to be having with yourself. You know how, like, therapists and psychologists and stuff have to go to therapists and other psychologists too, because they are like a vessel for other people. Your spiritual energy is saying that for you too. You can't just keep pouring out, and your cup not be fulfilled. Okay? But it's like, don't give up. This looks like the winning cup. If you look at this cup here, this looks like the winning cup. It's like you almost there. You'll be able to sip from this magical glass soon. This goblet of glory soon. Just don't give up. All right. Your last card. Is this the last card, Spirit? Okay. This card says, oh wait, this is the wrong one. Oh, here we go. It says you have the Midas touch right now. Remember to use clarity when visualizing your desires. Use positive affirmations to ensure the outcome you wish for. Your spells are working. Study and follow the threefold law. Again, that harm to none. So this is important to some of you guys. And see, I want to say something because this is important, especially for people who are just starting out on their magic or jumping into spirituality. You don't have to harm nobody to get what you want. You don't. That's why Spirit is bringing up this threefold law again. Sometimes when you young yet in your spiritual journey, you think that only thing that matters is what you want and your willingness to get it. And it doesn't matter who you have to hurt or stifle or stop or attack, spiritually attack. That shit does come back, man. Whether you see it physically, you don't know what demons people be fighting behind closed doors because of the demons they sent out. And I know everybody on a different spiritual path, so there might be someone who just is into the left hand magic that'd be like, no, that's not true. Karma doesn't exist. Nothing will come back. I don't want to debate that, because everybody has their own what perception. But I'm telling you, that's why Spirit was saying earlier to think about some of the energy you have sent out. The cause and effect. Because sometimes people get selective amnesia and they forget about the stuff that they sent out. They forget about the stuff that they sent out, and then when stuff starts to hit them back, they just like go into shock. But within that shock is just straight up victim mode, to where they can't even remember how they evil eyed another person, how they sent out death wishes and ugly desires onto someone else. And then when that shit starts to manifest in their own life, they be shocked like a motherfucker because, you know, they got away with it for so long. But a lot of shit do return. All right, let's pull one more and then we out of here, gang. That's why when you notice, and this is why you got to be intuitive. You got to strengthen your intuitive muscle, because when you notice a pattern within a person or some type of rift, like it'll all be almost be like some type of glitch. You'll feel when you're around a motherfucker. You'll know. You'll know, like, okay, I can only deal with this person on this type of level. I gotta deal with them at arm's length for this type of level. Like, you don't have to be. You don't have to allow everybody to have a certain type of access to you. You don't want to entangle your energy with other people when you know they operating on some weak spirit type shit. You got to be real discerning about that. Because just like a motherfucker that's coveting your energy can receive your troubles too, you enmeshing or entangling with other people's weak spirits, that shit'll rub off on you too. That's why you got to be discerning. And you got to have those healthy boundaries in place. And if a motherfucker get mad at the type of boundary you have set for y'all connection, they just ain't meant to be around you. They're going to always try to talk you about your boundary, and that shit will delay you on the path and the journey you on. You don't got time to allow nobody to come in and delay you. You've been doing too much fucking work at this point. Wow, you guys got number 11. Paint the sun back into your sky. And remember you had the sun in reverse earlier? No. So especially during this winter and this fall and this winter, you really need to make sure you keep like a upbeat, sunny vibe around you, because the seasonal depression is going to be different this time around. It's going to be different because they have programmed us into suffering mindsets. They have tried. For the strong spirits are not truly affected by it, but we acknowledge it. We know it's there. The weak spirits may be people you love, your loved ones. You're going to have to help them prepare, help them to be able to paint the sun back into their sky too. You know, as you do it for yourself as well. All right. This card says, don't build a home that will come crumbling down if a single person walks out the front door. When it comes down to it, we can't depend on other people to make us feel happy or fulfilled. The fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. Take the time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. You deserve happiness that lasts. Yo, this breaks down so much that we just talked about. I told you ain't gonna be able to count on people to uplift you the way you uplift them or nothing. You gonna have to be your own cup at this time. Chalice in the upright. It's gonna feel tough at times. It's gonna feel fucked up at times that you can't go to people in the same way they come to you. But you gotta accept the responsibility and the harsh reality that everybody ain't built like you, and they don't have the emotional space or capacity or intelligence to be there for you. You could go to somebody while you breaking down, and the whole conversation or interaction will shift to them and what they going through, and you leave feeling unfulfilled because you couldn't even vent, you couldn't even open up because they cut you short, not even verbally but energetically. But this says you can't depend on others to make you feel happy or fulfilled. That's why you need an outside outlet, like this card says. And some people, as soon as they feel like a relationship is ending or somebody walking away from them, they go into panic mode. People have enemies right now that they have planted in their own minds. People are enemies with some of you guys right now because y'all outgrew each other. Y'all probably didn't argue, fall out, wasn't no cuss words, well, maybe not coming from you. But some of you guys have gained enemies just because y'all outgrew each other or you outgrew them. It says, the fact is that people are going to leave from time to time, and you're the only one who's guaranteed to stay. So if you was already on some type of spiritual regimen and motherfuckers came into your life and they didn't like that you wouldn't change to accommodate them and they left, hey, people leave. People leave every day, B. People outgrow each other all the time, but you don't got to slander and attack everybody that you outgrow or that outgrows you. And see, a weak spirit won't get that. A weak spirit is going to only seek revenge for growth. It says, take time to find sources of joy outside of your loved ones. So it's like, if you know you the mom, you know you really can't go to your child and be like, yo, the bills is piling up and we ain't, they really ain't going to be able to understand it the way you are. Because they look to you for security, safety, and provision. So you might need an outside source right now, HP. You might need a soundboard of your own that don't need you to be the soundboard. Because it's tough when you set the relationship, the tone of the relationship, that you the soundboard. It'll be second nature for a motherfucker to not want you to sound. Not want you to sound off. Sometimes your trials and tribulations make other motherfuckers feel uncomfortable because they doing that to somebody else. So they don't want to hear that coming from you. And who are you to go to them? They supposed to be able to come to you, motherfucker. So you need something for yourself. You need a sounding board, a journal, some counseling, some therapy, some spa days. You need something to where it's just all about you. This is how you going to paint the sun back into your sky, because for a long time that sun been down. The sun has been set on your needs and your desires and your heart, and the sun has been set on that for far too long. And you can't sit around and wait on nobody to come in and say, hey, I see the sun is set on you, let me help you raise it. No, you gonna have to paint that sun back. You gonna have to find your own source of happiness and joy outside of the people that depend on you. a lot of times the people that depend on you to be their sun or their source of joy, they don't have the emotional capacity to be there for you, and you need some sun or some joy. They don't. And they might gaslight you, and they might doubt it, and they might tell you that you tripping, or they might ignore it altogether. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens like that. So right now, it's your responsibility to bring that joy and that happiness and that peace and that growth and that rebirth back into your life. All right, HP. I love you guys. Shout out to all my moderators, everybody in the chat. Okay, so when we hang up, I'm about to post the link to my new page in the comments, and I'm gonna pin it. So you guys can all go check out your sign forecast. Okay, gang. I hope you guys take good care of yourselves. You know I love you so much. Thank you for all your support all these years. You guys mean a lot to me. And this new cycle is all about expansion and healing our own wounds and not allowing others to not be able to show up for us emotionally in the capacity that we want, upset us and throw us off, you know? It's your turn to be in the sun, HP. And I'm like, damn, why get the sun when the fall come? You know, hey, we don't do shit like everybody else. So, you know, might fuck around and have your Christmas in spring. Don't trip. Don't trip. All right, gang. So check back in to the comments, okay, in like 20 minutes. I think it may take like 20 minutes for this video to upload. All right, I love you guys. Sending you love, peace, and balance.